Drawing eyes can be tricky, but with practice it becomes easier. Here's a step-by-step guide to help you draw realistic or stylized eyes. 1. Draw the basic shape. Start with an oval or almond shape. This is the outline of the eye. It can be slightly tilted depending on the expression or perspective you want. For beginners, using a light hand and simple shapes helps. The oval doesn't need to be perfect. 2. Add the iris and pupil. Draw the iris. Inside the oval, draw a circle to represent the iris, the colored part of the eye. The iris should be about half visible, with the top part often being hidden by the eyelid. Draw the pupil. In the center of the iris, draw a small circle for the pupil. The size can change based on light or mood. Dilated pupils appear larger. 3. Add the eyelid's top eyelid. Draw a curved line across the top of the eye shape. This will be the upper eyelid, which typically has a thicker line. Bottom eyelid. Add a softer curve along the bottom of the eye. The bottom eyelid is usually less pronounced but still defines the shape. 4. Draw the eyelashes. Top lashes. Draw thin, slightly curved lines above the upper eyelid. The lashes should get longer as they move outwards. Bottom lashes. The bottom lashes are shorter and thinner, extending slightly below the bottom eyelid. 5. Shade the eye iris and pupil shading. Add some shading to the iris to make it look more three-dimensional. You can leave a small highlight, white space in the pupil, and iris to make the eye look shiny. Shadows. Shade lightly around the top eyelid and under the lower eyelid to create depth. 6. Detail the skin. Under the eye, add soft shading or light lines beneath the eye to indicate the lower eyelid or the skin's texture. You can also add lines to show wrinkles or folds on the upper eyelid, depending on the age or expression. 7. Add final details. If you want a more detailed or realistic look, you can further enhance the shading on the sclera, white part of the eye, with a little grayish tone for depth. Adjust the highlights in the iris and pupil to create a reflection or light source. Tips for different styles. Cartoon anime style. Eyes are usually exaggerated in size with large pupils and lots of emphasis on highlights. Use minimal shading and focus more on the outline and shape. Realistic style. Focus on the details like light reflections, subtle shading, and the texture of the iris. Pay attention to how light interacts with the eye's surface. Practice. The more you practice, the better you'll become at capturing the nuances of the eye.